picked up a couple of Drifters, and the car is very full.
Say your name?
Kyra Paige.
Where it's from?
Wales.
If we give you a lift, make sure you have a bag of treats.
Salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah.
We just saw a shipwrecked REKD.
It's pretty wrecked.
Very wrecked. You get pretty desperate on the road. But I don't call it man's lust for tea. Desperation. Bring your cups out. There's bloody... There is so much, I feel it.
Our favourite thing in the morning to set up an office.
Besides a wristy.
Chill out. It's Quenchers espresso bar and juicery. And they do quite good coffee and their Wi-Fi is pretty fast. So, Drifters, hit it up.
Like I said the other night, we're running out of everything. We're running out of money. We've just about run out of food. At the moment we don't have any accommodation. We're sitting in a cafe using the free Wi-Fi. But the most important thing we're running out of is space on our hard drives. So if we run out of space on the hard drives, we obviously can't do any more filming. So we're under $1,000 at the moment for the entire trip, and we just bought a Lacey, which is really good. They're a fantastic hard drive. They're really good for travel because they're shock resistant from over a meter. They're rain resistant. You can put a ton of pressure on them and they'll still function. So they're probably the best hard drive you can buy for what we're doing. Unfortunately, they're about $220 for a 2 terabyte. But we have no other option. We need the hard drive, otherwise we don't have the show. So now we have to buy another hard drive, which is a massive blow.
So we have under a grand,
so
and we're spending $200.
Yeah, like it's crazy. So at the moment, like we're sitting at the cafe because we haven't got accommodation sorted. We've got to go talk to the manager of a hostel, and if he doesn't give us accommodation, we need to find free accommodation because I think paying for accommodation now is not an option. We just can't afford it. We might have to get to the car to sleep and just try and busk as much as we can. Not only that, we've got to buy permits, and I don't even want to think about food. We're going to buy another hard drive today. We can't afford it, but we can't afford not to.
Turning into real drifters.
This is what it's about, you know, we're expecting this.
$2 rack.
Yeah, this is a $2 rack as well, man.
Super
$2 girls' jeans. George and I will both have $2
yeah.
Party.
Nice.
Alrighty, so after just posting a status about us having no money, which is still true, and having to spend the last of it on a Lacey, which is just as true, having no accommodation, we just met Michael, who runs the Nomads here in Noosa, and he's been very generous and kind enough to give us accommodation for a week in return for some promotional videos and some promotional shots. He seems really vibed off what we're doing and loves the idea of the show and really love that we're actually living it, and you know, he sees that we both win. But one really cool thing he was mentioning is if they've got some spare seats to Fraser Island, they're ours.
You go for 1 or 2 nights?
1 or 2 nights. Yeah, fuck. He also said Early Beach in Cairns, he's going to look after us.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's so funny when you're traveling. And I think a lot of, not that all backpackers do what we're doing or buskers do what we're doing, but there are days or there are moments where you feel really deflated. And then you just need to talk to the right person or the right kind of series of events needs to happen, which it happens for everyone in day-to-day lives. You know, things just appear, but it just changes the world. You know, perspective is key in any situation. But George and I, like, we're still pretty hungry right now, but we're like, I'm gnawing my hunger because we're so happy. Like, there's a wet t-shirt come tonight. We're just gonna be hanging around the hostel till next Monday. We're booked in for a week. A lot of them. No.
Is it anyone?
A few hours ago, had no food, no accommodation. Now we have a week's free accommodation. Actually, just 1 day's accommodation and a raffle. And look at the pizza. Crazy. It's fantastic. At the moment we're on our way to Sunshine Beach. We're here at Eumundi Markets and this place is buzzing. You know, it's a Wednesday, it's winter, but there are so many stalls and there's so much going on. So we're going to busk here. You have to go in and talk to the organisers. It's in the Pink Building if you're ever around. First in, best dressed kind of rule. They don't pay any musicians that play here, so everyone is a busker. We were lucky that we came early and we got the best spot, so we're going to try and bust today and try and get a few dollars in the kitty.
There's more opportunity for outdoor stuff, so all the markets are a great opportunity for artists, whereas lots of other places in Australia the weather isn't as permitting. The Sunshine Coast is pretty accommodating, you know, all year round, so that's one of the good things about the place. Absolutely, engage the people walking past, engage the kids, young and old, engage everyone. Talk to people as they're going past and communicate what you're trying to do. Have more visual things like little blackboards and signs and that, expressing something short and to the point that people can look at, because some people don't always feel comfortable stopping and staring at you as you're performing, you know. So if you can make people feel comfortable, they'll hang out a bit longer and it's more likely they're going to open their wallets for you. And then have CDs. If you've got CDs, that's the best thing because they can take your music with them.
And yeah, it's just good to have gigs like this in the markets where you get to sell your product and have one-on-one interaction with people, and yeah, it really connects your music, and it's the best way to, I guess, to make some money in this industry. You get to, it's personalised. It's got to be interesting. It's got to captivate people and make them stop and want to check it out. Just good songs seem to do the best. You know, if you've got a good song and you can convey it, nice and confidently, then people are into it.
Yeah, it costs over $50 to apply for a busking permit in Noosa, and you can still get declined. Yeah, that's just the application fee. Fucking councils. It's bullshit. But you know, there's always ways to work around it, and that's why we're hitting the markets and we're doing what we can.
Wait, is it still counting?
Yeah, it's still counting.
Full of houses on the edges where the cards are all straight and the seats are all speeding. We don't
101.3 FM, Student Radio,
where the colleges are cracking, the sun is in a sack, and we don't want to hear.
We are here at Quenchers again. George struck up a deal yesterday where we come and make them a promo video. In return, we get free coffee for as long as we're here in Noosa. We're here on the shoot day, going to shoot the video and doing a few food shots, and obviously can't let it go to waste. So this is made from dreams. It's seriously so good.
Can't even believe how good it is. I'm gonna try to strike up deals like this everywhere we go. Accommodation, coffee and food. And we'll be
And
sweet.
Lacey.
And Lacey, start sending us your hard drives. Because we're running out of space.
We're just going to head down back to the hostel and see Michael and organise our Fraser trip.
We're on Fraser Island. We scored ourselves a 1 night, 2 day kind of tour up here to Fraser. So this is our accommodation. We get the night. We just finished having dinner, and now we're smashing some goon, the lifeblood of drifters. But yeah, we didn't even know we were coming to Fraser till a couple of days ago. Now we're here, and now we're about to get wasted with a bunch of backpackers, and then we're gonna hit the pub.
We saw a shipwreck, we went swimming down a freshwater stream which we could actually drink from. The water was that nice. Everyone on the tour is really, really cool. The tour company is really, really cool. You know, we're sitting here drinking with the main tour guide at the moment. Fraser Island's beautiful. I suggest everyone comes and checks it out if you can afford it. And if not, well then just watch our video.
Freaking beautiful.
It's amazing here.
We drank a lot of goon last night,
We did.
and this is our second and final day to explore the island.
And for the tour, and the weather's a lot better today than it was yesterday. It was pissing down last night.
We've been busking not too much over these last couple of weeks, as we've been very busy editing all these promo videos we shot for hostels like the Arts Factory, Aussie's Helen Coffs Harbour. Now we're staying at Nomads for a week, filming a promo video for them, but all this is doing is paying for our accommodation. We're not making any money, and we think this ties in well with the Buskers Guide because it's all about surviving off your arts and your creative side and hustling and trying to travel the world with what you have.
Yeah, we met a girl. She's actually on the tour at the moment, but she was painting at Nomads in Noosa, and in return she got free accommodation, and she's actually got some free accommodation in Early now with a friend because they're both going to go and do art there. So it's not just, you might think, oh, it's okay because you guys have cameras, but there's a million things you can offer. And not only that, working for accommodation is always better than paying for accommodation, because it's not like you'd be working a full 8-hour day. It's, work 4 hours and you get a night. You can work another job on the side. So hustle. You've got to hustle and you got to barter. They're the 2 words for today.
Just go to Coles and say, give me this fucking orange, and I'll
draw you a picture of a kite.
Yeah, give it a go. There's drifters everywhere.
This is our job. Life doesn't get much better than this.
I'm having as much pizza. Is it anyone?
This is just...
Isn't it insane?